as November looms closer, the White House announced that SNAP benefits could be paused starting this Saturday.
Our Drew Matyasik is in studio tonight to tell us how this pause could impact CNY families. Drew, what's at stake here?
Thanks, guys. With this new announcement coming from the USDA, last week nearly 42 million Americans could lose access to their SNAP benefits. 39 states, including New York, have warned of SNAP delays in the month of November as the Department of Agriculture announces that it will not tap into its $6 billion contingency fund that would cover some food stamp benefits into the month of November. Now let's take a look here at the statewide impact. Nearly 3 million New Yorkers rely on these benefits, most of which are children, the elderly, and the disabled, with around 14% of the state relying on these benefits, nearly $7.5 billion being spread out to 1.7 million households. Now let's shrink this down a bit and look at the direct local effects of this pause on benefits in New York's 22nd Congressional District, which houses all of Onondaga County. Nearly 110,000 people will lose their food stamps, roughly $255 million worth, 36% of which are children, and roughly also 14% of the district's population. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer held a press conference this morning saying that this pause does not need to happen.
Donald Trump is refusing to fund SNAP during a shutdown. All of these people will lose their SNAP benefits, not because the money's gone, not because it's not permitted, because Donald Trump ordered it stopped.
USDA Secretary Brooke Rollins said that this pause was announced earlier in the month and that there's no way to continue funding the program until the government reopens.
We need to level set this entire conversation. On October 10th, we said there will not be SNAP funding on November 1st. On October 24th, we said it again. We've been talking to the governors all along the way. Fund November, and you mentioned this, but to fully fund it would be $9.2 billion for the 44 million Americans that receive the SNAP benefit.
The Senate has no plans to vote on a House-backed bill to fund the government today as they return to session, leaving the question of when this shutdown will end. Luca Mora, back to you.